Halloween is here. Halloween is here. Halloween is here. My favorite time of year. Halloween Havoc. Halloween Havoc. Halloween Havoc. Halloween Havoc. Halloween Havoc. Halloween Havoc. Let me tell you a story about Big Mike and his murders in the mall. He murdered them all. He murdered them all. He murdered them all. Mike was a gardener at a shopping mall in the deep south of the USA, of the USA, of the USA. Eh? Mike was part Canadian. He was too nice for this job. Gardening, moving dirt, planting stuff. He just couldn't take it anymore. He couldn't take it. He couldn't take it. He couldn't fake it. He couldn't fake it anymore. All the shopping zombies staring at their phones. And when they least expected it, he hit them with the shovel, chopped them with an axe, turned on the chainsaw and really went to work. Stored the bodies on the roof of the mall, in the gardens, on the roof of the mall. He stored all the bodies on the roof of the mall. Hundreds of bodies on the roof of the mall. On the roof of the mall. One Halloween, it rained, it poured, it stormed, it was a hurricane, the roof flooded, and it caved in, the roof caved in, bodies falling everywhere, on the shelters, on the children. Blood everywhere in the mall, everywhere. It was chaos, it was chaos, it was bloody hell in the mall, and it was Mike's fault. Mike was the murderer, he was the murderer in the mall. The serial killer. Part Canadian too. What can you do, eh? Halloween Havoc. Halloween Havoc. Halloween Havoc.
Welcome to the show. Today is a special presentation. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I just don't want them. Today, we're going to have a wonderful barbecue. Senior, Junior are cooking up something special. You see, recently, the neighbor died. And His body was decaying in his basement for a long, long time. Senior and Junior just couldn't stand the smell anymore, so they decided to, do a bit of cleanup. And being the resourceful people they are, and good neighbors, they made the body into special hot dogs. Kept them in the freezer for a long time until a special occasion like today. Today is a wonderful summer barbecue. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I just don't wanna. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I just don't wanna. To make the barbecue even more special, they invited son over. He loves hot dogs, just like his dad did before he died. The very last thing that Senior ate before he died was one of hot dogs. Coincidence? Perhaps. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I just don't wanna. And so, neighbor notices that everyone's having a great time at the barbecue except him. He said, "Come on over, one more one. Jump into the pool with my wife and we'll have a good time. Don't even bring your bathing suit." Junior runs over, jumps the fence right into the pool, and he starts making out with. And then he said, "I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I just don't wanna." What did you say? 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 Well, if you couldn't hear me, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. Because I don't wanna. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I just don't wanna. I just don't wanna. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I just don't wanna. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I just don't wanna. La-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da. La-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da. La-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da. So the neighbor, one more one, runs into the house. One more one. And grabs a gun. One more one. And points it at Junior in the pool with his wife. One more in the pool. One more one. One more one. With his wife. One more one. In the pool with his wife. In the pool with wife. One more one. Junior says, "Hey, that's not a gun. That's a machine gun. That's a machine gun." And said, "You're going to get your shots." I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I just don't wanna. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I just don't wanna. La-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da. La-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da. La-di-da, 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 la-di-da. La-di-da. You know, he's a coke addict. He collects guns. He's anti-vaxxer. 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 And when and get together, they like to swim. They like to have
Lots of sex parties. Lots of sex parties.
one more one. I just don't wanna.
One more one.
One more one.
One more one. One more one.
One more one.
One more. One more one. One more one. I just don't want.
One more one.
One more one. One more one. One more one.
One more. One more.
You know, he's a coke addict. He collects guns. He's anti-vaxxer.
And so the bald guy from Fergus finally arrived to the barbecue. He looked around and he said, "Hey, where's my hot dog? I want a hot dog too." And he went over to the neighbors and saw the swimming pool.
I'm not an anti-vaxxer.
Look at all the blood.
I just don't wanna.
What happened here?
I'm not an anti-vaxxer.
I'm scared.
I just don't wanna.
One more one.
Itchy has perfect pitch. Itchy has perfect pitch. That's what we call itchy pee-pee. Itchy. Itchy pee-pee. Itchy. Itchy pee-pee. Itchy. Itchy pee-pee. Itchy has perfect pitch, and he's just scratching the surface of his genius. Of his genius. La 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 la. Itchy, pee pee. Itchy, pee pee. Itchy. Pee-pee, itchy, pee-pee. Itchy has perfect pitch. He has a real itch. If you have an itch, you should scratch it. Scratch that itch. Itchy loves opera. He has perfect pitch. He has the urge to scratch that itch. Itchy has perfect pitch. Itchy has perfect pitch. And he's just scratching the surface of his genius. La 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 la. Itchy, pee-pee, itchy. Come over here, Itchy. Sing us a song. Sing us a song about the dead fireman
scratching his moldy balls. Sing us a song about the neighbors, John and Kay. John and Kay. John and Kay. John and Kay. They swim a lot cause they're sex addicts. And they scratch each other's back. They scratch each other's back. They scratch each other's back. Itchy loves opera. Itchy has perfect pitch. Has perfect pitch. He has the urge to scratch the edge, 'cause he's got perfect pitch, perfect pitch. La 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 la. Pee-pee has perfect pitch. Itchy. Pee-pee has perfect pitch. And he's just scratching the surface of his genius. Of his genius. La 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 la. Itchy. Itchy pee-pee loves opera. He loves opera. La 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 la. Itchy pee-pee. Itchy pee-pee. Itchy pee-pee, itchy, pee-pee. Itchy loves opera, 'cause he has perfect pitch. And he's just scratching the surface of his genius. Of his genius. La 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 la. La 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 la. Itchy pee-pee. Hey, I'm pig-headed. Hey, I'm pig-headed. And you're to blame. You're to blame, all you humans. I'm not going to the slaughterhouse, not this time. It's the revenge of the animals today. In this frying pan of hell,
Hey, I'm pig-headed. I'm pig-headed. I'm pig-headed. I'm pig-headed. I make fun of everyone equally. They're all the same, you humans. You're the ones to blame. My crime is I have fun while you sit around all day and watch TV. It's your turn to fry. It's your turn to fry. It's your turn to die. It's your turn to die. In this frying pan of hell. In this frying pan of hell. I'm pig-headed. I'm pig-headed. I'm pig-headed. I'm pig-headed. I'm pig-headed. I'm pig-headed. I am pig-headed. I'm pig-headed. I am pig-headed. I am pig-headed. My crime is I have fun. I make them cry. I make them all want to die. It's so much fun. Your turn now. It's your turn to fry. Enjoy your bacon and eggs.
It's not your beauty, it's your booty. It's not your beauty, it's your booty. I dig it so much, I dig it so much, I really dig it. It's not your beauty, it's your booty. I dig it. I dig it so much. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it so much. I really dig it so much. I can't get enough of the way you walk away from me. The way you talk, it's a bit dirty, more than dirty. I really like that, the way you walk away from me, 'cause I can see your booty, Because it's not your beauty. It's not your beauty. It's your booty. I dig it so much. It's not your beauty. It's your booty. 'Cause I dig it so much. I can't get enough of the way you walk away from me. The way you talk, it's a bit dirty, old and dirty. I like it like that. Just walk away. Yeah, I like it like that. That's a nice view of you when you walk away like that. I can see the crack in your ass. The crack in your ass. I can see the crack. That crack in your ass. It's not your beauty. It's your booty. 'Cause I dig it so much. It's not your beauty. It's your booty. 'Cause I dig it so much. I dig it right now. I can't get enough of the way you walk. I can't get enough of the way you walk away from me. Plumber's butt. It's so cool. I'm a juvenile delinquent, so I like stuff like that. It's nice of you to walk away. Just keep walking away. It's not your beauty. It's your booty. 'Cause I dig it so much. I really do. I like the way you talk. I like the way you walk. It's a bit dirty. I can see your crack in your ass. I see the crack in your ass. It's not your beauty. It's your booty. I dig it so much. So much. I really do. Dig it.
My grandmother was a werewolf. My grandmother was a werewolf. My grandmother was a werewolf, and I shaved her back. My grandmother was a werewolf. My grandmother was a werewolf. My grandmother was a werewolf, and I shaved her back. She was a sweet little old lady. She wouldn't hurt a fly until you drop by for some tea and cookies. She was so sweet, and so were her cookies. They were yummy. My grandmother wouldn't hurt a fly until she would make you die, because she was a werewolf. My grandmother 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 was a werewolf, and I shaved her back.
Grandmother. Grandmother. My grandmother was a werewolf. My grandmother was a werewolf. She was a terror to society when it was a full moon. My grandmother was a werewolf. My grandmother was a werewolf. My grandmother was a werewolf. She tore up the city during a full moon. Grandmother. She was a sweet little old lady. You would never suspect her. No one ever suspected. She was a cat woman too. How strange is that? My grandmother was a werewolf. My grandmother was a werewolf. My grandmother was a werewolf. And she made me shave her back. Grandmother. She was a sweet little old lady. So sweet. Grandmother.
That lives in that house across the street. The evil that lives in that house across the street. The evil that lives in that house across the street. God help me! God help me! I'm not paranoid. It's them. It's not me. It's not me. It's them. It's always them. It's always them. The rumors are true. Burn that house down to the ground. Burn that house down to the ground. God help me! God help me! I'm not paranoid. I'm not paranoid. It's not me, it's them. It's always them. The evil that lives in that house across the street. The evil that lives in that house across the street. The evil that lives
house across the street. Evil. Burn that house down to the ground. Burn that house down to the ground.
God help me! God help me! God help me!
Life and death.
yourself. Green ghost. Green ghost. I will haunt you for the rest of your days. I will haunt you for the rest of your days. For the rest of your days. For the rest of your days. I will haunt you. I am the green ghost. I am the green ghost. I am the green ghost. And I will haunt you. I will haunt you for the rest of your days. For the rest of your days. I will haunt you for the rest of your days. While you're sleeping, while you're walking, while you're getting the groceries, I will haunt you. I will haunt you for the rest of your days. You are dead to me. 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 Because I am the green ghost. I am your nightmare. Your ever-ending nightmare. When you see some grass, when you see a flower growing so pretty, the springtime is so pretty, but I want you. I will haunt you. I will haunt you. Till the end of your days. Till the end of your days. I will haunt you. Till the end of your days. The green ghost. The green ghost. Your green ghost. I am your green ghost.
Old Golem, a modern day Fergus Frankenstein, created from COVID corpses. Created from COVID corpses and a retired fireman recently died. Put together with a concoction of body parts and a recently died retired fireman. The COVID corpses were fresh, kept in the snow. Kept in the snow. So many corpses, it was a madman's playground. With 1 million volts of internet Wi-Fi electricity, we will make him alive. So many corpses, so many body parts. We have enough to make 3 Frankensteins, 3 Fergus Frankensteins, 3 Golem Fergus Frankensteins. Rise, rise, rise up, be alive again. The 3 of you, the 3 of you. My sadistic experiment continues. What you are witnessing now is the battle of the 3 golems. Only one will survive and become the Golem, Fergus Frankenstein. Fergus Frankenstein. Only one will survive. Only one will live to do my bidding. The world is at the mercy of Golem Fergus Frankenstein.
Cold case 666. The case of the COVID cannibal killer. We'll use the name Carl. It's not his real name. He would be offended if we used his real name. Summer 2020. World pandemic. The year of the COVID. Also, the year of the COVID cannibal killer. Incognito, he spins around in his forklift truck, planning his next victim. He has friends in high places, mostly in low places. During the pandemic, he defies wearing the mask. He believes it's a conspiracy. It's all made up. It's a hoax. It doesn't really exist. So, he has never worn a mask. Lucky for Carl, he has a high immune system. So he can still party on, invite friends over, go to bars, go to patios, continue to socialize. He even brings his mother to the Niagara Casino, socializing, not wearing a mask. He doesn't need to wear a mask. It's a hoax. It's a conspiracy. It's all made up. The COVID situation doesn't exist for Carl. In fact, it works to his advantage. People are dying all around him. Food for thought. Food for the cannibal killer. He invites his friends over for a summer afternoon picnic. He serves them sausages. But little do they know. Little do they know. The neighbor, Rod, has been dead for a few months. The neighbors to the north, Kay and John, they haven't been seen for weeks. So now, Cannibal Carl can feed his friends sausages. Sausages made from his special COVID recipe book and his secret pressure cooker. They were delicious. Little did they know. Little do they know. cannibal COVID killer has a garden. He likes to garden. There's new plants in the garden everywhere. He needs new fertilizer. So the COVID deaths help to feed his fertilizer. They help to feed his secret refrigerator. Neighbors to the south, neighbors to the north. He invites his friends over for sausages. Little do they know. Little do they know. But they taste mighty fine. Carl, the COVID cannibal killer, never wears a mask. It's all a hoax. It's all a conspiracy. It's the government trying to keep him in his place. The FBI, CIA, and mounted police could never catch him. They could never catch Carl, the COVID cannibal killer. The COVID cannibal killer. Who is Carl anyway? Just look for the person who is not wearing a mask. That's Carl.
Doom. The Devil's Dog. A Christmas Story. A family in Canada celebrated Christmas. They owned a dog called Doom. They nicknamed the dog Doomer. But Doom did not like that nickname. Christmas Eve was the last time Doom was to be called Doomer. He will seek revenge on the family in the basement in Canada. This is the Christmas story of Doom. Doomer! Doomer! Come here, boy. Be a good boy. Doom was not to have that nickname anymore. Doom is the master of his master. Doom, go out and play, Doom. We're going to celebrate Christmas. We're going to play Black Sabbath. Doomer. Doomer, be a good boy, Doomer. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas, Doomer. This is the last Christmas that Doom would be called Doomer. He ran outside in the snow without his leash, without his collar. He ran away to find his friends. His friends! Doom and his dog friends. Meanwhile, the family played Black Sabbath at Christmas. And when the clock struck midnight, there was a scratch at the door. Oh, that must be Doomer returning home. Doomer, is that you, Doomer?
open. The dogs were released into the basement. Blood and bones and chaos ensued. It was just like Helter Skelter, except a Christmas Helter Skelter. Doom's friends, his pals, ensued death and chaos on the family at Christmas time. The room was silent. Bones, blood, carcasses everywhere. The basement was silent except for the sound of Christmas. The sound of Christmas. The sound of Christmas. There was a knock at the door. It was John. It was Kay. It was Rod. It said, "Is everything all right? We heard a noise." The dogs turned to the door, and the chaos and mayhem continued until there was more blood, more bones, more carcasses thrown around the room. Doomer's friends consumed them. They consumed them. Rod, John, and Kay were no more. No more. No more. They were no more. The room was completely red, bloody, scary, a tomb. It was a tomb. Meanwhile, upstairs, there was a princess asleep, holding a cross on her chest, protecting her from all the evil that existed in the world. She wandered down into the basement. She sensed something was wrong. Holding the cross in front of her, she saw everything was normal. Presents under the tree. The lights and candles flickering. It was Christmas time. Again. There was a scratch at the door. I wonder who could it be? The princess went to the door, and there was Doomer. Cute little Doomer at the door. Come in, Doomer. We miss you. Let's go into the basement. The princess threw the cross into the fire, laid down, and said, "Come on, Doomer, let's play some Black Sabbath. Good night, and Merry Christmas."